Hi there. On a previous video, I demonstrated how to set up your paper according to MLA format. This time, I want to show you how to format your Works Cited page. Now, I'm not going into detail about your Works Cited or your citations should look like, meaning I'm not going to go into detail about how to order them or what information goes into your citations. I just want to focus on how to set up your format. Your Works Cited page should always come at the very end of your project or your essay or your document. It should be on a page all by itself, so it should not appear immediately below the last paragraph of whatever you're working on. So notice it is on its own separate page. The title is simply Works Cited, indicating that I have cited these sources within the body of my essay. That title is centered on the page. It is the only thing that is centered. Everything else is left justified. In MLA, your citations should utilize what we call a hanging indentation. So when we start our paragraphs, we typically indent the first line of each new paragraph. But with your MLA citations, they need to be hanging indentions, which means every subsequent line after that first one is what should be indented. There's an easy shortcut for this. So I'm merely going to select my information, come up to Format, select Align and Indent, and pan over to Indentation Options, Special Indent in the drop-down box, select Hanging, and voila, I have hanging indentation. Now, if you're working in Microsoft Word, it's a little bit different. If you're accustomed to it, it works just as well. But if you're not accustomed to it, it can be a little bit trickier to find. But it almost functions the same. So again, I've titled my page Works Cited. It is on its own paper. I select all of it, and then I make sure I click at home so I'm on the main screen. And then I come over to paragraph options, which bear with me as I shift over and I have to find. It says line and paragraph spacing, line spacing options. So again, if you lost what I did, I went to this line spacing menu and line spacing options. And here I see special. And I click the drop down box for hanging. And I've now created hanging indentions. Most of my students want to use the tab function when they tab over. Sometimes this works, but sometimes Word and Google can be contrary. And what usually happens is it messes up the alignment of all the rest of the lines. And so then when they go to create a new citation, it can mess up that lines. So I strongly recommend you do not use your tab function, but instead you come back up here to line spacing options, select special, and then select hanging indentation, and you are done.